Hey, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video.
Are you ready?
Fasten your seatbelts.
Drivers, start your engines.
Race activated. Sheer passion. Change the game forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, we give you Racing with Celebs.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, hier gaan ons alweer. Racing with Celebs is the series that puts you in the driver's seat and makes sure that you are large and in charge. My name is Donovan Clyde, and together with Johan Sneeman, we will be guiding you through a fun-filled episode in which our celebrity makes their way around the track, putting their skill to the test and see if any of their talents are hidden. Our word for today is catch tank, also known as a recovery tank. A receptacle placed in the go-kart to capture the liquids like water and oil that would otherwise drop onto the track. Today we will be acting as your catch tank just to make sure that you don't drop or spill any liquid or your adrenaline starts taking control. In this episode, we will be focusing on nothing else but the versatile talents of actress and presenter Mbali Nkosi. Born entertainer Mbali Nkosi is well on her way to establishing a household name for herself, quickly becoming a force to be reckoned with within the South African entertainment industry. More about our celebrity from my co-host Johan Sneeman.
Welcome once again to each and everyone who has joined us for this episode. Like Donovan said, here we are, large and in charge. Before we start with our celebrity, let's have a look at the track we'll be racing on today. The circuit was designed by Leroy Poulter, who was one of the Kazoo Toyota Deca drivers in 2016 and 17, finishing 5th in 2018. The karts are X2-stroke chassis that has been stiffened and converted into rental karts, trying to give our client that real race car type feeling. Compared to any other rental karts, their karts are roughly 4 to 6 seconds a lap faster. Enough said about the track and the karts. Let's introduce you to our celebrity, Mbali Nkosi. Mbali, welcome to Racing with Celebs. It's nice to have you on the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Have you ever been in a kart before?
I have once, but it was long ago actually. So yeah, let's see how this is. This one looks much longer and it looks a bit more trickier, but we'll see.
And your expectations for today?
To win. Hopefully. But to have fun mostly. I want to have fun, yeah.
Well, I think it's time for our safety brief.
Yes, it is time. Let's see.
Take your foot off the pedal, slow down and let the revs drop. Let's just take a moment to recoup because we'll be back after the break for more action from Kartzone. A big welcome out to Kartzone at Swartkops. It's Leroy Poulter's little circuit just on the outskirts of the Swartkops International Raceway, and we're joined by Mbali Nkosi. Now, if you don't know who Mbali Nkosi is, you clearly are not on social media. You need to check out Miss Mbali Nkosi on Facebook and that's double E, Mbali Nkosi on Twitter. She's come to join us here as our South African actress, a presenter, singer and dancer, and of course with over 1 million people following her on the likes of social media. Certainly someone that we definitely wanted to have here and part and parcel of this edition and this season of Racing with Celebs. As the flag comes out, final instructions will now be given as we get into the first one. And Mbali, as always, will probably give us a couple of waves to the crowd. She's a big social media influencer and leads things out as they head down and now loops it out all on her own. Oh, that's not the way you want to be doing things. Maybe we're just checking the rearview mirrors there. There aren't any though, Mbali. You can't be looking at yourself in the mirror like you would in a normal car, my babe. But super stuff so far, sitting in third place. Ooh. Little bit of problems there for our seasoned campaigners in the background as well. I think, was that Billy getting out of shape? I think it was. Got a little bit sideways there, but nothing wrong. Mbali Nkosi now trying to fight it out with Johan Snyman, Habst, Jaco Wessels, Stefan van der Venter, and of course we've got Mari and Kieran de Labeskakni out there too. Brilliant stuff to have all these guys and girls fighting it out now with this edition of Racing with Celebs. This is Leroy Poulter's, of course, training centre. And great to get a chance there to come out and see what it's all about. This is part and parcel of the entire complex at Swartkops. There are 2 karting fraternities that are at Swartkops. We've got Jeff up at MCP, right next to the main circuit. And down the bottom end, this circuit, of course, is open all the time during normal race days for a lot of people to get entertainment, not only on the main track, but actually to try their own skills at racing karts. And, oh, that's not the way you want to be doing it. I think Mbali just got caught out there ever so slightly by a couple of the other competitors and was basically probably target fixated there. We're on board here with Habst. Oh, what a problem! Very lucky to avoid that one. It was Jaco Wessels who went slamming into the side and Habst just avoiding Wessels as he came back onto the track. You can see them recovering that kart. Mbali's made up one position, gets through there on one of the de Labeskaknis. So nice stuff there from them. But I think Mbali Nkosi now trying to concentrate and get herself a little bit higher up. Remember, she's been involved with Big Brother Africa, also doing some incredible stuff with Mzansi Magics, Rockville, Zabalaza, and of course the Queen, and been spending a lot of time as part of the shutdown show on the massive metro from Monday to Friday. That's 3 to 5 p.m. You'll get to see her and listen to her on that incredible station. But now concentrating on getting the job done here on the grey stuff at this awesome circuit, set up by multiple South African saloon car, rally and off-road champion Leroy Poulter. These karts are 2 strokes and the chassis has been stiffened up, and of course you can also see that they've just changed up with a bit of modification with extra bumpers, so that when we do get into this kind of action, or you get people coming from the general public to test their skills for the first time, there's lots of room for error in those occasions, so you don't want to be doing too much damage to the karts or too much damage to the actual drivers. And the pilots in these karts at the moment doing a super job. Front end battle starting to heat up a bit there. As you can see, whoa, Johan Habst is getting a little bit sideways. And I think that was a little maneuver there that wasn't quite expected. Good move there from Snyman diving through. Now coming up amongst some of the de Labeskaknis there, Kieran and Mari. And slowly but surely being caught and possibly past there. Is there going to be a move? Yes. Great move from Mbali Nkosi. Finding a way past the youngster. And now concentrating on getting a little bit of a gap between herself and the charging pack behind her. This was not a bad run here from the young lady. If you ever wanted to see any action, of course we've got, I was about to say, onboard in-your-face shot here from the GoPro. We've got a side-on GoPro and we've got a rear-facing GoPro on this kart too. So we're going to give Mbali Nkosi an opportunity to put that up, of course, on all of her social media. And I'm sure she'll get lots of traction from that one. Looking for traction now to stay ahead of the charge coming from Snyman. In the background, I think that was Mari de Labeskakni who got out of shape right in the closing stages. But as the checkered flag comes out, it's Snyman, Habst, and then Nkosi finishing up in third place and giving us a little spin out there and showboating for the crowd. Wessels, Venter, and the 2 de Labeskaknis coming through for 6th and 7th place.
Firstly, I was not expecting how badly there's no power steering. I had to get used to that, but it was cool. I did crash, which was quite fun. But yeah, I'm actually quite short, so I had to like push myself forward to push this thing so it could move. But it was cool. It was cool.
The whole idea is to have as much fun as possible, and that's exactly what Leroy Poulter and his team want people to do when they come here to the incredible Kartzone at Swartkops. But now Mbali Nkosi has got the whole shot. And Snyman up into 2nd place by the looks of things. Let's have a look and see how the rest of that pack make their way through. Look out for Stefan Venter starting to make his way into the front end of this race too, as they come down out of turn 5 and 6. Good start here on board with Johan Snyman. And this is a POV from his helmet by the looks of things. Yeah, we strapped that GoPro to the side of the helmet. Give you a little bit of a point of view shot there from Snyman as he starts to close things down now on Nkosi. Look at Nkosi having to use a little bit of extra power through there. We heard in the interview in between the two races that she was battling with lack of power steering. But in a kart, of course, you don't really need too much power steering. The idea, of course, is to try and carry that corner speed. Try not to make too many decisive and definitive moves when you're turning in. The smoother your moves, the smoother your hands on the wheel, the better quality you're going to have through the corners. And that's exactly why these other three have not found a way through yet on our young lady celebrity today. The actress now, presenter and singer, and dancing at the front end as well now. And look at the gap she's starting to pull. Oh, there's a big move here. There's a definite change up in terms of her ability in this kart, having spent a couple of hours now at Kartzone and getting to grips with it. Ooh, someone ran into the tyres there and I think might have pulled them onto the circuit. And that just caught out second, third and fourth place. And Mbali saw it, managed to avoid, but looks like the rest of the crew behind there for second, third and fourth just might have been caught up. Oh, hello. And there you go. That's how easy it is to loop it out. One lack of judgment and two lacks of judgment in the space of two corners. And that's a costly lack of judgment. Just due to the fact that Mbali spun out. We just saw a maneuver there. I think we saw Haps trying to get out of the way, and then it was Fenta. Two of them very lucky to avoid, but now trying to make up the ground. We got a change up for the lead. No, we haven't. Oh, this is just further back. This is brilliant stuff. Running a bit wide into the tyre that's on the outside of that corner. Looks like a couple of guys are going to have to try and avoid that tyre. Mbali leads out. She's hanging on for the win at this point in time. But slowly but surely, we've got a bit of a maneuver happening here. As they get to it, Stefan Fenta. Oh, and Fenta! Looking at the camera, getting caught out there ever so slightly and slamming onto the sidewall, taking tyres flying. Very lucky to not end up in the tyre wall or off the circuit completely. And he's managing just to keep it all together. 7 car is Haps. Haps is all over the back of him now. Can he find a way past? They are side by side. Yes. Driving around the outside there. And Haps has found a way through. Now looks to close things down on Mbali. And Mbali's making mistakes now. Just coming into that bottom corner a little bit too hot. Got to try and get the braking done earlier on and turn in and carry that corner speed so that you can get on the power. There's not a lot of power available in these little karts, but all the power that is there, you need to try and make it as effective as possible. Corsi hanging on. Haps into second now. How far back is Fenta? Looks like Fenta's lost some ground. You can just see him coming in the front end. Whoa, Mbali Nkosi a little bit sideways, drifting it onto the back straight. Very lucky to catch that one. But Nkosi now running wide again, and here comes Haps. Haps on the inside. They are side by side, and they stay side by side for another corner. Oh, but fortunately she had the inside line for the next corner, which was just able to keep her the lead. Haps now on the tail. Trying to find a way past. Can he find it yet? Coming up on the back markers now. The Labuskaknis are just in the way. Is Mbali able to use him to advantage? Yes, she is, but she's run wide. She's run a little bit too hot and slams into the tyres. Opens up the door. Haps is through. Haps now into the lead. Can he find a way past from the slightly slower Labuskakni kart there? Here comes Fenta, and in the background here comes as well. We've got Vessels and Snyman joining the party as well as they get into the closing stages. Not a lot in it between these guys. And Fenta trying to square the corner off. Didn't quite work out there, but you can see he just lost the drive, and that's going to open up an opportunity. Yeah, there you go. Squeezing through. Fenta loses out, and the 3 car of Jaco Vessels just dives through. Here comes Snyman. Snyman just behind. You can see in there easily with the GoPro on the side of the helmet. Here comes a move for second place. Oh, look at Fenta squeezing his way through, forcing in Vessels joining him as well. And there you go. That's usually what ends up. Vessels, Fenta, and Mbali Nkosi with their hands on the helmet going, what the hell just happened there? So there's 3 karts in the wall. All due to a little bit of 4 into 1 doesn't usually work. The win goes to an easily done Johan Haps. He didn't have any issues in the background. Vessels comes through eventually for second, and Nkosi will take third place with Snyman behind for Mark, and then the 2 Labuskaknis coming through for 6th and 7th. Brilliant stuff. As in karting, the 3rd and final heat now. This is the decider. Who's going to have what it takes? What a start there from Mbali Nkosi. She's got off the line nicely and followed through there by De Labuskakni. Then it's, by the looks of things, Haps who's got to 3rd. Haps now in 3rd place. Then it's Snyman. Behind that, you can see them starting to line up. And behind Sneeman, I think that was Venter. No, it's not. It's Wessels first. Then we've got Sneeman and Venter closing on the back end of Haps, but maintaining second place at this stage. And there you go. That's a bit of retribution there. That was because of what happened in the last corner on the last lap in race 2. We're going to just turn you around early on and see how your day goes. Venter dives through, gets up into what is third place, going through under Labuscatney. Here comes Sneeman, also late on the brakes. Turns it in, but he loops it out. Oh, trying to carry too much corner speed. And he loses out not only to 1, but 2 of the Labuscatneys. So both Mari and Keon getting through there on Sneeman. Out front, leader still in the hands of our celeb. Mbali Nkosi has turned out to be quite a good karter, I've got to tell you. You can see Venter just trying maybe a little bit too hard, not carrying the good corner speed and lines that we're seeing coming out of Johan Haps. Haps just following our celeb through, waiting for her to make a mistake. There's one, but fortunately she recovers and maintains a little bit of a margin now. Coming into turn 1 again and continuing to lead this race out ahead of a couple of guys who might have a little bit more experience in karts. I think what we're seeing though so far, a little wave to the camera as well, nothing wrong. She's doing the shimmy shuffle as she came through there. The race is not done just yet though, Mbali. You've got to still get to the checkered flag before you can start having those celebrations. Venter under attack now. Sneeman closing on the back end of him. Looking for a chance to close down on the big man. Venter just keeping it all together though, placing karts correctly. Here comes Sneeman around the outside. Oh, that's good driving. Venter going to try and square it off. He loses ground again there. So the squaring off the corner might not be the ideal line to go through there. Here comes a move here from Mbali Nkosi's closest rival. Oh, but a mistake as he went for it and puts the wheels on the grass. That also could be costly. So Johan Haps has not found a way through here on Mbali Nkosi. Nkosi staying out front for now. This is good driving from the young lady. She's keeping it all together, keeping it smooth. Hopefully not going to make any mistakes down here. Don't run in here too hot. She's done that on numerous occasions. Just carrying too much corner speed. You've got to brake for that bottom corner. Otherwise it will catch you out. Coming into the closing stage, we've got about 2.5 laps to go now. Sneeman is now in the mix. Sneeman looking for a chance to get ahead of our celeb and into second place. I don't think Nkosi's going to be able to catch or get back ahead of Haps. But she's got problems of her own coming from the back. Oh, she made another mistake. You got to break in that bottom corner, Mbali. Just running wide all around. Here comes Sneeman for the lead. Sneeman going alongside, looking for a chance now on now. Oh, Haps just shuts the door. Haps is not going to let him through into turn 1. Can he get it? Yes, he can. Dives through into turn 1. Takes the lead. We've got to change up for the lead. Sneeman ahead of Haps. Back marker in the mix of it. Mbali Nkosi still in third place. She'll be closing down on that back marker. And as she went able to get through. Final bit of action. Oh, clipping the inside curve. This time she did break. So maybe listening to the commentary there. Maybe she's got her own little channel built into mine. Have to break at the bottom corner. Can't just carry endless corner speed. But as they come through for the checkered flag, it's Sneeman from Haps. And of course he takes third. Jaco Wessels in fourth place, beating out Stefan Venter. And the Labuscatneys are there in 6 and 7 again. As we head down to pit lane to catch up with our celeb.
It was so cool, but my arms are burning and they're so sore. Like literally to get used to the steering is so much work, but I had huge major accidents because I was drifting. I'm like a heavy drifter, but I had so much fun. I think my favorite was the second race though. I think the second one I had super fun. The third one I was tired. I was finished. By the time I was just like, you know what, I'm done. It's okay. Pass me. It's okay. It's fine. I'm no longer racing. It's okay.
While our celebrity catches her breath, here's what's coming up straight after the break on Racing with Celebs.
Welcome back to Racing with Celebs. Mbali, how did you end up in the industry?
That's so long ago. I actually used to be like a professional dancer, like ballet, tap, Spanish, everything you can mention under the sun. And I used to dance for this female singer called Tembi Siete. So that's how I got into it. And I did that for like 3-4 years, which I loved because then we traveled literally the whole world. I went to China, London, Dubai, Congo, Botswana, Lesotho, everywhere, dancing. And from that, everybody I used to meet was like, you're such a bubbly personality, why aren't you a presenter? So then I started trying presenting work, and through that somehow, I landed on Big Brother. And I actually made it very far. I made it all the way till the end.
Right.
And then from there, I did a lot of auditions, which is actually amazing. And I got onto All Access. And that's how I got into my presenting career.
And what motivates you?
I think my family. My family really motivates me. I love my mom's work ethic. I really grew up in a home where my mom worked hard, my dad worked hard. I mean, my sister's a CFO. Like, you have to push and just do as well as everybody else around you. So I definitely say it's my family.
How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
I would definitely say I'm talkative, I'm bubbly, and I'm adventurous. Yes,
No,
that's me.
That's you.
Yes.
If you've got some alone time, what do you like to do?
Wow, it varies. On weekends, I like going hiking. It's like my thing. I'm obsessed with it. I even have a hike club. I love adventure stuff, as I mentioned. Talking about adventure stuff, the shooting range is quite cool. I actually still want to do that, but I do like your bungee jumping, your river rafting, quad biking. That's all my thing. I love reading as well, but I read when I have time. I'm trying to have like a thing of at least 1 book a month right now. But that's me, and I love cooking. I'm obsessed with cooking. So that's me in a weird bubble.
What will your message be for young up and coming actors, singers, dancers?
I think the one thing I always tell people is try and actually like teach yourself on the business of the art actually, or the business behind it, because a lot of people make money quick and they lose it quick. So like teach yourself on finances, teach yourself how to like save, teach yourself how to invest. That's a major thing. And then secondly, be patient. You know, when it's your time, it's your time. Like, things won't happen as quick as you want them to happen. And sometimes not every opportunity is as small as you think it is. Every opportunity could be big. So be open to things. Yes.
Mbali, thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
We had a lot of fun.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It was awesome.
We hope you enjoyed all the action this week on Racing with Celebs. Next week, we go to Midvaal Raceway with the BMW Car Club Racing Series and Natalie Germanos, our cricket commentator.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Racing with Celebs. If you would like more information on the series, the celebrities, or our sponsors, please visit our Facebook page, Racing with Celebs, or our website, racingwithcelebs.co.za. Catch you on the other side. Asya.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video.